So, like I said, I'm planning on rededicating my life, my parts, my pieces, and putting them all back together. And I'm really, like I said, hoping to take the 3 years of courses that the Bride Tribe has in order to really put myself back onto a path. One of the things that I always said that when I was little, I always wanted to be a pastor of a church. That was probably a calling of mine, and what ended up happening is, I got to be a teenager, and I started working in churches and doing stuff with churches, and I would watch the infighting in churches, and I watched a church almost fall apart because of color of pews, and I watched infighting because of the church that broke up over the size of steak that somebody got versus them, and what ended up happening is I became very disenfranchised with the church to because I was volunteering there constantly, and all I ever got was, complaints. And, I was working for a church at one time as a janitor, and, they'd have an overnight party, from Saturday night, from 7 p.m. Saturday night till 5 a.m. Sunday morning, and I'd come in, and the church would be an absolute disaster, and everybody would look at me. It's like, what? Why aren't you here at 7 in the morning cleaning the church? And it's like, I cleaned it on Saturday morning. Nobody told me that you were going to have a youth program at all night, and and I watched churches fall apart because of theologies and so on and so forth. And I really just I've been watching churches calling people absolutely worthless and sinners and stuff like this, and it's like, we're grafted into the royal family. We're literally royalty on the planet. The planet was gifted to us as humans, so to say, and we're not worthless sinners, guys. We're not. We are sinners, but we're not worthless. And I believe that's one of the biggest things I look at with churches is one of the things that they do. You're a worthless sinner, and that's all you ever are. And it's like, no, no, no. You have heavenly scrolls out there that are you're destined for what you need to do. And part 3 coming, guys.